government MP accused of genocide. In March 2005, 4 members of Rwanda's parliament were accused by the country's legal authorities of having played an instrumental role in the genocide of 1994. Most of the accusations against the 4 MPs, Elise Bisengimana, Jean-Baptiste Butare, Julien Kabanyana and Etienne Magali, were received on a telephone hotline. The hotline was set up to help Gacaca, the traditional village courts now trying genocide suspects throughout Rwanda. Elise Bisengimana is accused of taking part in genocide in Cyangugu, in his home sector of Gihundwe B.
I saw him participating in the genocide. Even for the death of the other boy, Dushaban Dago Adarbe, I watched him die. Elise and his 2 young brothers, David and Jacques, killed him.
But Elise Bisengimana denies any involvement. In fact, quite the opposite.
In my political life, I fought against Interahamwe. I cannot work with the militia. Even now, I cannot collaborate with them in any way.
In 1994, Elise was a teacher in Gihundwe B. The school where he worked became home to nearly 2,000 refugees. Local people say a nearby school was one of the places people met to plan genocide in Cyangugu. They also claim that food was cooked there and taken to the Interahamwe militia. But Elise says he knew nothing about killings at the school or anywhere else. He insists he was at home, since all schools had been closed for the end-of-term holidays.
I swear on Almighty God, I did not see a single roadblock.
But other people seem to remember things differently. Theogene Nteziyayo, a resident of Kamembe sector in Cyangugu province, says he was among the refugees at the school and that he saw Elise there, planning murders and enjoying provocative anti-Tutsi music.
Elise Bisengimana advised me to hide in the bush and later go to the stadium where my friend Deo was killed. That was the last time I saw Elise, when he advised me to try and find my way to the stadium.
A schoolteacher who claims to have worked with Elise before the genocide says he knew him very well and that he was a good person. Elise, who is now 39 years old, was also active in politics in 1994. At that time, he was a member of the moderate wing of the Rwandan Democratic Movement, or MDR, a party later accused of being accomplices of the Tutsi-dominated rebels of the Rwandan Patriotic Front, the RPF. On the 21st of April 2005, Elise told Gacaca that he should be considered a victim of genocide because he was attacked and injured, together with other members of the MDR party, on a visit to the capital.
In Kigali, I remember our bus arrived at Onatracom and was attacked and burnt by a group of Interahamwe. We were beaten and ran in different directions. That's the first time I saw the bad acts of the militia. I had seen them before, but only at that point did I realize how dangerous they were. I was one of those whom they attacked and I was injured above my eye. There were another people who sustained several injuries. Cassettes recorded by radio reporters at this particular incident are available and can be used if necessary.
In 2003, Elise was governor of Cyangugu province. Then he was installed as a member of parliament by the RPF. If it's true that he is suspected of genocide, didn't local survivors oppose that political appointment? And says time will prove his innocence.
The problem started when I was called to the parliament. An investigation into those allegations revealed that some people were behind them. But what matters now is that the truth must come out. I hope Gacaca will be able to establish the whole truth.
Some residents expressed disappointment after hearing the testimony of Elise Bisengimana and seem pessimistic about future Gacaca hearings. Gacaca courts have so far delivered over 600 judgments since the first trials began on March 10, 2005. 118 courts were launched that day, and a total of some 10,000 courts are scheduled to conduct trials across the country in the next few years. Overall, over 1 million people are expected to face justice in this way.